I think that one of the things that I've learned from this that is a positive takeaway from it is that actually this makes for better history.
Mm-hmm.
The process of decolonizing our methods and our topics actually makes for a much fuller, rounded, and a more complete story. I mean, as historians, I think one of the ways someone that I used to work with put it was that what we're looking for is the best understanding of the past that we can get. And I think we can't get to that best understanding without, first of all, looking with critical introspection about what we're doing, our own methods and processes, but without taking on all possible positions, without thinking about all possible perspectives. And I think that as a process actually makes us better historians and makes the history that we do better.
Yeah. Absolutely. I completely agree with Jess. And I think that this really came out as well in conversations we had a couple of years ago. We'd come to this idea that, you know, decolonizing the curriculum results in a more ethical, robust, more rigorous curriculum that really takes into account these issues. And as Jess said, really takes into account the best reading of the past. The other things that I've learned in terms of pushing the ideas of decolonizing our history curriculum to our colleagues was really that, you know, this is a process of educating ourselves around issues about race, but also, you know, educating our students, but really educating ourselves as well, that we're not just, you know, scholars that know everything, that we really have a long way to go here as well. And, you know, even I, as a mixed race person, I have a long way to go in thinking about issues of race. And it's understanding that. So we've started as a department an anti-racist book group that meets every month and thinking about, you know, continuing conversations around race. The other thing that I think has been really important is one of the issues, one of the ways in which we kind of can connect with, especially with our colleagues around this issue, is around thinking about what the classroom looks like from Black and Asian and minority ethnic perspectives. And what has been the most successful, I think, in getting colleagues to think about this is having testimonies from our Black students at One Away Day, which we had, which was really quite heartbreaking about what they go through in a classroom setting, and the ways in which they experience some of the points in our curriculum in which we thought we were being helpful, but I think they really experienced in not very helpful ways. And recognizing that structural racism is there. So I think, you know, getting feedback from students and really focusing on creating a positive and inclusive environment for those students has been absolutely crucial.